Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tune. Today we are working on another regular cab short box truck. This one also has a turbo LS in it. And I had this truck on the dyno not too long ago, a couple days ago actually. And we had to cut the dyno session short because, well, we ran into some boost issues where the truck wouldn't make boost. I inspected it while I was on the dyno and I found a big crack in the exhaust on the crossover pipe here. So as you guys can see, there's a big crack right next to the wastegate. So I had to remove all the old heat wrap. So I'm nice and itchy. If anybody's dealt with heat wrap before, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to repair the crossover pipe here by the wastegate, weld this back up, and hopefully we'll be able to make some better power and some better boost with this thing. Probably get it back on the dyno, but this truck is a little bit worrisome just because it does have some oil leaks and stuff kind of all in here and like leaking here. I don't even know how the hell you'd get the oil filter off of this thing. Look at this. It's just like sandwiched right onto here. So that's kind of worrisome, I suppose. But also running kind of low oil pressure. He has a mechanical oil pressure gauge on it, and it's reading about 20 on a cold start, which seems a little low, but sometimes these motors, they just don't have the best pressure and they still work. So the customer just told me to send it and, you know, hope it holds together, I suppose. It was on the dyno. I think we made like 550 wheel, but that was with that broken exhaust pipe. And any exhaust leak before the turbocharger, guys, is a huge deal. So you definitely got to get that stuff fixed and obviously do all that stuff before tuning. So anyways, this camera's probably gonna die. I'm probably gonna catch up with you guys in a little while, but I wanted to show you some of the stuff on this truck and what I'm doing today. Welcome back, guys. Today we got the truck on the dyno that I fixed the exhaust leak on in the beginning of this video. It's actually the next day now, but I did get the exhaust leak all fixed up, and now we are back on the dyno with this thing. I have done one dyno rip with it so far, and it definitely spools up a lot faster. So like I said, any exhaust leak prior to the turbo is going to cause the turbo to be lazier. It's just going to not make as much power, etc., etc. So we are back on the dyno with this thing. I'm going to try to dial in the air fuel a little bit better because wide open previously was a little lean. It wasn't terribly lean, but it was like a 12.5 kind of up top, which isn't terrible, but I want to put some fuel in it and see what it does to the curve. I also want to just play with the ignition timing and stuff like that. So what we are doing is we got the HP tuner out, and I'm scanning this thing. We're doing logs, and I just went through and went into the high cam, or not the high cam, I'm so used to Honda shit. I went to the high octane and low octane spark tables, and I modified them by 2 degrees. Just because this thing is pretty much on pump gas timing right now, and it'll probably like a little bit of timing. So we're gonna try it, see what it does. And also this truck was having an issue where it was surging at cruising. So I dove into that a little bit, just because it was a very kind of like annoying little pesky little issue. So when you were light throttle, just kind of cruising, say like 45, 50 miles an hour, it was just kind of hunting around. So like the RPM would just kind of be a little wavy. You know, it'd just be like, and it turned out to be, this truck was still using the factory O2 sensors. And the factory O2 sensors on a turbo setup are definitely not gonna work as good because there's just so much more commotion going on in the exhaust. And it's a lot harder for it to control the air-fuel mixture when you have a 2200cc injector, a big map sensor, big turbo, etc., etc. So I turned off the O2 sensors and the surging went away completely. So definitely the O2s are just trying to find its happy spot, and it just wasn't happy. But it's cool, we got that figured out. Got all the tires pumped up, and we're gonna do another dyno rip with 2 more degrees of timing and kind of compare the dyno results. I really started wearing ear protection when I'm on the dyno. I've been going home a lot of nights with headaches, and the ear protection definitely helps. So yeah. Well then, here's the serpentine belt and the crank pulley completely broke. Holy shit. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Did it kick a rod? Because it was just like dancing around, and I looked down and there's no battery voltage, so I'm like, oh, the belt must have flung off. But nope, the damn harmonic balancer literally just broke. That is insane, guys. I've never had this happen on an LS before. So that is definitely crazy. I don't know if it liked that timing where I was making more power and just stressing on the pulley a little bit more, or what the deal is. But as you guys can see, like, the belt is no longer on. The tensioner here, you know, is no longer on. Wow. Damn. It took out the AC pump that was down here. Ooh, let me grab it. This is the bracket that goes on the block. There's no holes in the motor and it still runs and everything, but the balancer just said see you later, and it took out some shit while it fucking flew off. So that was eventful, let me tell you. We could see what it did for power there. It definitely feel like it liked it. It came up a lot harder, so, and I think maybe it just, the RPM flash, something, just kind of let go, and sure shit, it made 670 foot-pounds of torque, guys. Yeah, damn, it picked up everywhere. Let me show you here. Comparative to the last run. Let's zoom in. It was on a pass. That thing was on a mission, guys. That thing was on a mission. So that 2 degrees really woke this thing up. And then up top here is kind of where it started fading away, and then the balancer fell off. So I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, the guy wanted to make north of 600 wheel, and we're right there. We're at 600 and 660. So and that's on like 13 pounds of boost and about 18 degrees of timing. So yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to customers, see what we got to do here. Can never be too careful on the dyno, guys. This just is another reason why it's not a good idea to be, you know, crowding around the car when it's on the dyno, because who knows where that balancer would have went had it not been contained in the engine bay. So we are very lucky that that was the case. Yeah.